supernatural. A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, RAIDOU Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, RAIDOU must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide RAIDOU through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. RAIDOU Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Prince Tamahiko has a special mission just for you, straight from Tamagotchi Planet. Lend a hand at local shops and help bring the town to life. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, now open and buzzing with fun. First stop, the dentist. Listen to Tamagotchi patients' needs and help care for their teeth. Insert fillings, brush teeth, and more. Don't miss hidden cavities with the new Cavity Camera feature. You can even team up with friends for co-op play. Be swift and gentle with your treatments so your patients feel at ease and leave with a smile. Up next, the tailor shop. Mix and match to create the perfect outfits for your Tamagotchi friends. Choose shapes, pick patterns, and sleeves. Then top it off with fun accessories. It's style time! Help out in 12 different shops to make Tamahiko Town more lively than ever. Meet all kinds of Tamagotchi as you explore the town. There's over 100 unique Tamagotchi to discover and befriend. Explore the town, enjoy casual chats, and lend a hand by completing small favors. Enjoy a carefree life with your Tamagotchi partner. Tamagotchi Plaza is officially open for adventure. Launching June 27th. Don't miss it!
Wake up. You have been chosen. And we have work to do, number 8. Your weapon well. But sometimes, a swordsman needs more than a sword. Don't just defeat enemies. Consume them. Embrace your true purpose. Become the apex predator.
Mario Party Jamboree game is getting an upgrade on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features and gameplay exclusive to Switch 2. Let's check out what's new. First up is Mario Party mode. Up to 4 players can appear in the game using a camera. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Up to 4 friends can also take the fun online. 2 new rule sets have also been added to Mario Party mode. It's a 2-on-2 battle with tag team rules. Work together with your teammate to collect coins and stars. With the new Together dice item that only appears with this rule set, your teammate will warp to your location. And you'll both move the number of spaces from the 2 dice blocks. Your team can even get 2 stars at once.
You got stars.
The pressure's on with Frenzy rules. You've only got 5 turns to win. Each player starts with 50 coins, a double dice item, and a star. Challenge your rivals to a duel.
Duel minigame.
Even from the very first turn. The next mode is Bowser Live. If you have a camera, you'll appear on Bowser's stage and play various minigames using full body movement. Even if you don't have a camera, there are minigames that use the system's built-in microphone.
Go!
And for the final minigame, give it your all in call and response. Can you bring the house down and impress the king of the Koopas? The last mode is Carnival Coaster with mouse controls. Lower and secure the safety bar, then you're off. We're off! Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. But time isn't on your side, so you'd better hurry. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. Up to 4 players can work together to complete minigames. Depending on how you do, you can earn additional time. How fast can you reach the station? Take a ride through 5 exhilarating courses with varying difficulties. And with a camera, you can see everyone's reactions on the ride. Play minigames exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition that use mouse controls, more expressive rumble, and the built-in microphone. Plus, up to 4 friends can play these minigames online. Game Share is also supported. If one player has the game, they can share it locally with others who don't have the game, and play together on the board shown here. The biggest party yet is about to get even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree! Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2 July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already have Super Mario Party Jamboree on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing the Upgrade Pack.
Escape from dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the the SOMNIUM Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Iva embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from the SOMNIUM Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
I've taken the liberty of adding a rather special karakuri to your gauntlet.
Was that a karakuri?
You really got away with karakuri. It's amazing.
Once it was so that hunters were born here, raised here, and would die on this soil. But in time, they expanded their horizons, crossing the sea to Azuma. But that migration was only possible with the power of karakuri, with the knowledge and technology possessed only by those hunters of old.
だその程度。
カヌーとこの野郎。
相変わらず言ってることと態度がちぐはぐね。
雪。
忘れないでほしいね。主導権は俺たちにある。
持ってくれよサンドラスコ。
全力でぶっ潰すぞ。
決めさせてもらいます。
イーステンプラウドノーディクス。
僕たちの冒険はまだまだ終わらない。
ファルコム。
Whiteout conditions remain in effect as we are back for the second half.
先輩のサッカー僕にください。
サッカーってさつまんなくない？
このサッカー部を日本一にしてみせます。
調子こいてなんぼじゃい。まくってくぜ。
幕下てる相撲部所属。勝負事が好きですぐに競い合おうとする。
今日は今日とて春うらら。
弁天九郎丸。歌舞伎役者の一家に育つ。演じる時は何かに取りつかれたようにその役になりきる。
君に出されたら簡単な問題だ。
伊勢谷要、クイズ研究会所属。豊かな知識を生かし人の感情を読み取ることができる。
まずは一歩気楽に行こ
う。頂き挑む登山部志望の帰宅部。とことんポジティブ思考で地道に坂を登っていくような生き方に徹している。
ものは考えよう。苦労は成長の種ですよ。
有働美里香、茶道部所属。周囲をサポートする能力に優れており沈着冷静、それでいて元気で明るい牽引力を持つ。
上品さを書いていますわ。
今里暇な、日本舞踊部所属。常に上品な振る舞いを心がけており自分だけでなく周囲の気品を高めることにも努力を怠らない。
私という剣を試してみたくはない？
小手内七海、剣道部所属。反射神経がずば抜けており瞬間的な対応力は他の追随を許さない。
迷うことなどない。なぜなら
晩目サイト、囲碁部所属。緊張すると手が震えるという気が小さい一面もあるが高い空間認識力を持つ。
一突味わってみるか。
牛島凸五郎、ラグビー部所属。突進力がありすぎて過去に人を怪我させた経験から本領を発揮できる場を探している。
君はすでに僕のエリア内だ。
怪しの銀狼、マジック研究会副部長。人を欺くイリュージョンに長けている。一見クールだがお笑いやギャグが好きな一面も持つ。そして新たに部員候補となった5名を紹介しよう。
君という海でビッグウェーブに乗りたいんだ。
浜名明海、サーフィン部所属。イケイケな見た目で言うこともでかいビッグマウスだが実はビビリで気が小さい。
おまんの後ろに幸運の握り飯発見。
福良結び、帰宅部。周りから人を幸福にする不思議なパワーがあると噂されている。
君の心にメタルはあるかい？
鉄のケルビン、メタル研究会所属。筋金入りのポジティブシンキングで鉄のように強い心の持ち主。
時に人は嘘をつく生き物にございます。
黒原レモン、ハンドボール部所属。人を信用しないが自分が認めた人間への忠誠心は強い。
俺に近づくなんてやけど覚悟ってことだな。
星美香な、軽音楽部所属。かなりの毒舌で誰が相手でも素直にチクリとした一言を発する。以上が南雲原中サッカー部の新たな部員候補だ。みんな個性豊かで誰が仲間になっても力になってくれるのは間違いない。さあ君が仲間に選ぶのは誰だ。
Our once grand and glorious Bazaar is but a shadow of its former stalls. But that's all in the past now, because we have you! Now, with that settled, allow me to show you to your new home.
I, for one, can't wait to see how that little farm changes and grows. One step in this town and just knew I had to live here.
You got guts taking on a tough job like that.
The scenery in this town is one of a kind.
Well then, I suppose I'll be seeing you around quite a bit.
One day, you'll be the most famous bazaar in the world, entertaining vast crowds of people.
I'm so glad you're taking a liking to this little town of ours.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
If you feel wrong, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
Welcome to Pokémon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokémon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokémon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokémon X and Pokémon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokémon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokémon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokémon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokémon here, but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokémon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokémon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokémon can power up even more. You'll start at Rank Z and work your way up to Rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are 2 sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokémon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
ァイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
This is the new age of football. The most advanced, most immersive, most realistic football experience ever. A revolution. A breakthrough in technology. A game-changing, industry-defining masterpiece. Except, it's not. This is the same game with a new name. The same game you've played for the last 5 years. The same game you swear you'll never buy again until you do. Welcome to another season of scripting. The new season of frustration. The new season of broken mechanics. The new season of lag spikes, game crashes, and servers that can't handle a Sunday evening. The new season of conceding to 45th minute rebounds and 90th minute deflections. The new season of every single corner being a guaranteed goal, except for when you take one. Welcome to another year of spending your hard-earned money on a game that never changes. A year of skill being irrelevant because the game decides the outcome for you. A year of watching your defenders run away from the ball. A year of tackling an opponent 5 times only for the ball to bounce right back to them. A year of scripted comebacks that make you question your sanity. A year of hoping this time will be different, but it won't. For just £80 or more, if you want to be scammed faster, you get the same menus, the same career mode, still untouched, the same ultimate team, but with more expensive packs, the same Pro Club experience, but missing another feature that was in the game 2 years ago. The same foot draft as 7 years ago, the same SBC menus, the same division rivals grind, the same weekend league frustration. The same dynamic difficulty adjustment that ensures the game plays against you whenever it feels like it. But don't worry, this year we bring you new faces for Messi, Mbappe, and Ronaldo, because that's all we update. 3 new skill moves, which are just old ones with different animations. 2 new celebrations, one which you'll skip every time you concede. 1 new cover star carefully chosen to help sell copies in different markets. A brand new World Cup mode. Except we lost the official license, so now it's just called the Global Trophy. We're also proud to introduce Hypermotion Ultra 3.0 plus AI Adaptive Learning Technology. Trademark. A fancy name for your players still feel sluggish and unresponsive. A new defending system. Now you don't even have to play. The AI defends for you. Unless you're controlling them, then they defend like traffic cones. A new passing system that somehow makes passing even worse. Enhanced animations that will break in the first week and require 15 patches before they're fixed. But let's be honest, you're not here for new features. You're here for Ultimate Team. More packs, more promos, more ways to drain your wallet. We know you won't stop. You know you won't stop. No matter how bad it is, you'll keep opening packs. You'll keep chasing that first big pull. Oh, you'll keep convincing yourself that this promo is the one. And we'll keep making sure that you pack nothing. But here's the best part. This year, we're introducing a brand new free-to-play mode. Just kidding. Give us your money. Want to play the game early? Pay $10 extra. Want 2 days early? Pay $5 extra. Want 6 hours early? That'll be $6 more. Want an actual fair game? Good luck with that. Welcome to FC. This is your game, but technically it's our game, and you are our slaves.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
프리프리 피닉스 스쿼드런 PPP 프리브리 아무리 소리 삐지 남아 러브러리 러브러리 쉐쉐룬스 페닉 스쿼드런
Binadarya Chuai Meal Simulator.
주벨리 이니션 레이저
Our Doomphonic Squadron Norbara.
Ivalice pilot mini beanie
Pina Digabo.
I came to understand I was something called a baby. I could already tell I was far smarter than any baby was meant to be. But trapped in my stupid little body, I had no way to show them who I was inside.
My perfect little guy.
And then, the next time I blinked, I was free.
Reason to believe the trouble brewing on Olympus is significantly worse than it appears.
The god of war.
Either you are with me or against my king. No in between. Ah, a fellow student of death. Perhaps you know me from my work.
New night, new path. Olympus calls. Golly, is that you? Get him, Golly. The swift runner. The champions. Get your tentacles away from me.
Why not lend me your voice for old time's sake? Let go your burdens for a bit.
happened up there on Olympus last night, babe?
I wish to know exactly who you truly are. Into the storm.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus? And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
لكن تكالاليخ عشريارا intentina kalanjay.
It was fun to play. People were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat brutality.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
my teeth, in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet, on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. First train over here, I push you underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I push you 6 feet.
もしかしてあいつがキングガンマン城亡霊のガンマン
進歩を望まぬ新世界を望まぬ我の忠告しかと受け止めよ。
スチームバイソン、ここはアメリカの中で今最も急速に発展を遂げつつある街なんです。凄まじいスピードで進歩しているんです。
では話してくれないか、君が私をこの町に呼んだ理由を。彼は言っていた。新世界を望まぬと。
あれはやっぱり人間じゃないですよね。
亡霊の岩盤などいるはずがない。何か仕掛けがあるはずだよ。そもそもなぜ亡霊なんだ。
なんだ。
ルーク、下がるんだ。
あ、キングガンマン城地震。
ルーク、体勢を低く。
まさかキングガンマン城が地震を。
さあね。だがキングガンマン城には何かの目的があるようだ。
旅のお供にコインだ。レッツコインだ。
ルーク、この町では我々が予想もつかないとんでもない何かが起ころうとしているのかもしれない。
先生。
Nothing lasts forever.
Hi, we're Naki. Today we're excited to share the gameplay design of our upcoming Gunfu game, Spine. In our game, you're the star of your own Gunfu movie, with our protagonist Redline engaging in free-flow combat, fluidly moving between enemies and never losing control of the action. Guns are our main focus. Everything in Spine is about how Redline uses firearms. Whether it's part of free-flow combos, dodges, or powering opponents, we always design our mechanics to feel like a Gunfu movie. Like Redline turning opponents' guns against them instead of carrying an inventory. She can use spray paint to blind her enemies, attack with nearby objects, and use environment to her advantage. Your Gunfu skills will be tested against both regular foes and powerful bosses, while Redline's spine implant will sharpen her reflexes to even the odds. Dare to take on a bigger challenge? Turn on hardcore mode and wishlist Spine today.
My name is Paul Heyman, and what I'm about to tell you is big. Introducing WWE 2K25. So, want to brawl backstage? Knock yourself out. But if you want to fight the greatest dynasty in sports entertainment, be my guest. You want some of this? Here, anything can happen. And I do mean anything. Look, it's time to go beyond the ring. We're talking a new epic world, new arenas, new storylines. We call it the Island. Go beyond the ring and into the stuff of legends. You can even go beyond the ring to the Dead Man's Cathedral. Go all the way beyond the ring to a place where you will acknowledge my tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
This is gonna be big.
This is the main event. This is WWE 2K25.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that. Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting. I suppose this is another teachable moment.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to-depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Will flow for one, and one alone.
Hola, and welcome to the wonderful world of Little Lands. Little Lands is a place filled with lush forests, rugged mountains, mysterious caves, and occasionally gigantic mushrooms. The residents of Little Lands are by and large a friendly bunch, and they like to greet each other with a cheerful wave. Robin lives at home with her abuela in a quaint little settlement called Clay Jar Village, named, of course, for the large and mysterious clay jars you'll find around town. Now, Robin enters the local museum, where rocks and fossils will soon be on display. It seems Robin has decided to break one of the curator's pots. They are then quickly kicked out of the museum. Let's follow along now as Robin ventures outside of the village. It appears that Robin has discovered a robust tree branch, a very useful item in the world of Little Lands. And now we see Robin defending themselves in combat. Well done, mi amor. Robin has just learned that mischievous goblinettes have raided the farm of local resident Stuart Farmer and stolen his favorite hat. They appear to have left a trail of droppings in their wake. Now we see Robin walking through a mysterious cave. If Robin could solve this puzzle, they might discover a sword. Perfect for an adventure. We see now that Robin has discovered the goblinettes' hideout and begins to battle them. When they are defeated, they disappear into a charming puff of smoke, teleporting back to their homes unharmed. Well, except for their pride. The residents of Little Lands love farming, where they will clear their fields, dig a plot of soil, and sow seeds for whatever berries or vegetables they want to grow. The giant Wandia berries are considered a local delicacy. The residents of Little Lands also love to fish and catch bugs. And for this purpose, they've created a very handy multi-purpose tool called the catching rod. You can cast it into the water to catch fish, or you can cast it into the bushes and catch bugs. One tool for bugs and fish. What will they think of next? We hope you've enjoyed this sneak peek into the wonderful world of Little Lands. We hope you'll come visit, adventure around, meet the locals, and embark on a cozy quest. You can wishlist Little Lands today on Steam.
What's crackin', Squid Squad? Incoming report from the Squid Research Lab. Without further ado, we're excited to share our latest findings. What you just witnessed are signs of the first ever Splatoon spin-off game coming ashore. Splatoon Raiders. Playing as a mechanic, you'll go on an adventure in the mysterious Spiralite Islands alongside Deep Cut. Splatoon Raiders is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, but research is still underway. We'll report more on our findings when the results are in. Well, an update to the Splatoon 3 game is also coming down the spillway. The Splatlands collection, which features new weapons from the Barazushi and Embers brands, is on its way. They're based on previous weapons, but have fresh new looks and, of course, different sub-weapons and specials. We've identified 30 in total and hope you'll try them out for yourselves. In addition, weapons freshness caps will be raised. And you can earn new in-game badges. Plus, Series Weapon Power, a new stat to dive into, is being added to Anarchy Battle Series. This will track your effectiveness per weapon based on your win-loss ratio in battles. It will also be used in matchmaking to pit you against other players with similar stats. Follow the Squid Research Lab for our latest findings. Plus... Don't call it a comeback. Okay, you can. Urchin Underpass from the original Splatoon game returns to the rotation for some fresh splatting on classic turf. Lastly, but not leastly, for Nintendo Switch 2 players. You'll notice more detailed visuals, and the game will appear smoother in certain locations, such as the square in Splatsville and the Grand Festival grounds. But no need to fear. Nintendo Switch players and Nintendo Switch 2 players will still be able to splat together. This free update for Splatoon 3 is scheduled to release June 12th. Stay tuned for further updates.
Hello, Felix from Nintendo Life here, and today we're here to review Disney Dreamlight Valley for the Nintendo Switch. Now I know that the game technically came out around a month ago, but this game will have a lot of post-launch content, so I thought better late than never, and here we are. This review was written by the wonderful Josh Broadwell and converted into video by me. Okay, so imagine waking up seeing Mickey Mouse tendering his garden while Scrooge McDuck just opened a shop and Wall-E the timid robot searched for flowers to help people smile that day. It's the stuff of dreams for anyone who has any level of attachment to Disney properties, and it's exactly that experience you'll get every day in Disney Dreamlight Valley. This game could easily just have been a cynical play on nostalgia, letting you build a miniature Disney theme park, sprinkling some shadow life sim elements and leaving it at that. Instead, it's a surprisingly character-driven experience that's heavy on customization, with some thoughtful commentary on growing up, and a mostly relaxing loop that wants you to have as much fun as possible. It's just a shame that it runs so poorly on Switch. Disney Dreamlight Valley opens up with a twist on the formula Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley helped establish. You, tired of the mundane and empty stresses of daily life, long to return to the one place you were happy as a child, where it felt like anything was possible and the future was bright. Unlike the life sims it draws inspiration from, Dreamlight Valley waves this concept into its narrative foundation and turns it into a unique opportunity for building emotional connections. The story goes, the ruler suddenly left, night thorns overtook the village, and the valley's inhabitants forgot their purpose in life and left their friends behind. The ruler's identity is, well, hardly a secret, and it's plain to see the metaphor Dreamlight Valley wants to create in you rediscovering the joy by connecting with your old Disney pals. Intentional or not though, it's also an unexpected and even poignant bit of commentary about growing up in general. Letting your hopes slip away, losing friends and loved ones, and generally seeing the world through a bleaker lens than before. The tinge of sadness seeps into character interactions and even quests as well. But the result is just that the setting makes you feel even more connected with the inhabitants and their joys and sorrow, even if you aren't that much of a Disney lover. The task you get is to bring the village and valley back to life, rebuilding not just its shuttered shops and rundown restaurants, but also the hearts of everyone who lives there as well. That can take the shape of investing money in Scrooge McDuck's Imperium, to taking Mickey's mind off loneliness by having a picnic with him, or just dropping by to chat every day. Deepening your friendship also unlocks the means to explore other parts of the realm, though Dreamlight Valley occasionally falls into the common free-to-play trap of locking progress behind convoluted grinding. You need certain amounts of Dreamlight to unblock the large night thorns. Dreamlight is essentially this game's version of Animal Crossing New Horizons' Nook Mile points. It accumulates when you do almost anything, from picking flowers to selling fish, but even when you have enough to proceed, you have to stop and prove yourself worthy of acquiring a special orb. The first orb requires you to reach at least level 5 friendship with 3 of the villagers, which means handing over dozens of home-cooked meals or mining down rare gems that really bump friendship levels up significantly. However, the reward is worthwhile, since this is the only way to access the valley's other biomes, and that means more crafting materials. Some quest requirements get stuck in a similar gameplay loop, but the payoff from most of them, even if it's just seeing how new characters interact with already established residents, make this worthwhile. You can also take a break from grinding by spending Dreamlight in the valley's castle to access realms. These realms are small areas themed around a certain character. This could for example be Wall-E in a very polluted area. They have some small requirements like fetching certain items or planting these trees, but when you've done those, you can then invite them to come to your village. But when you aren't fishing with Goofy or visiting different realms, you got a staggering array of crafting and design options to scatter throughout your own house and across the valley itself. These options unfold slowly as you find new recipes, but there's still quite a bit you can do even just with the basics. This game clearly wants to make itself approachable and fun for everyone, and it goes out of its way to make tasks that are often unpleasant in other life sims as convenient as possible. every recipe, even experimental one that should be dubious food, produce something useful. You can water whole swatches of soil with just one use of the watering can. The whole experience is frictionless, minus the occasional tedious segments, and lends itself perfectly either to short check-ins to craft a few items, or longer sessions getting your house just right. In other words, it's a perfect fit for the Switch, theoretically. In reality, Dreamlight Valley needs a fair bit more optimization to run well on Nintendo's hybrid console. Camera stuttering and frame rate issues are common in handheld mode, while both docked and handheld mode struggle with severe menu lag, long load times, and a few moments where Dreamlight Valley just gives up and crashes. There are a few non-Switch specific issues that Gameloft can hopefully sort out as time goes by. These quirks are what you typically expect from an early access game, and coupled with an unclear path for the future, recommending Disney Dreamlight Valley for $30 doesn't come without qualifications. But what's here is fun. In conclusion, Disney Dreamlight Valley is a frictionless, relaxing spin on life sims that manages to remain heartwarming and charming despite a few Switch-related rough patches. The unique identity relies heavily on fresh interactions with your in-game friends, and Gameloft will need to continue supporting it with regular updates to keep the Night Thorns from creeping back in. However, what's here at launch is surprisingly touching and thoughtful, and cleverly plays on the nostalgia of everyone who's ever been a Disney fan. We here at Nintendo Life give Disney Dreamlight Valley on the Nintendo Switch a 7 out of 10. And now with the review done, it's time for Felix's personal thoughts. I was actually quite surprised with this game. Just entering the realm of where Wall-E is and the little jingle from the movie plays, I teared up. Not like massive, but this game can have some serious emotion on you if you're a Disney fan at all. Now let's talk about the performance real quick, because on Switch, it's rough. I've had sections where the music just goes in and out, and the frame rate can sometimes be the same. It's a shame because this game is perfect for Switch. Hopefully they can patch some of these things out, but just be wary that if you want the best possible way of playing this game, it might not be on the Switch. But if you don't have anything else to play it on, it totally does the job. Like, you can still experience it, it's just a bit more rough than what you would have hoped. Oh, it's so satisfying going around and removing all the Night Thorns and slowly building together your valley. Finding new characters and doing quests for them never felt like a chore, but more of a fun activity. Now, I've not played this game massively, but so far there's never been a moment where I thought, what should I do now? There's always a new mission, a new thing to do, and I just hope that it keeps on going in the game. Of course, you're gonna reach a point where you can't really do much more that day, but I was surprised how it just kept giving this game. For example, when I started, I thought early on that I knew what this game was about, and while it was fun, suddenly the game introduces the realms where you go to different areas and do character-specific quests to get those characters in the valley, and that just gave so much more life to this game. Also, that you can see the different biomes in the distance and know, oh, I'll be able to go there and meet new characters and get new materials. Yeah, it's just a nice experience. If you, like me, grew up with Disney when you were a child, this is an easy recommendation. And if you like this video, why don't you remove those Night Thorns from the subscribe button and then give it a little click. Stay safe, play some Disney Dreamlight Valley. Felix from Nintendo Life, out.
Wash. Wash.